All right, guys. So we got our conversion tracking done. So now we're going to set up our campaigns. All right. So first things first, you see where it says new campaign? You either hit this big blue button or you can go on the left and click on campaigns and you can hit the blue button at the bottom or the little circle with the plus sign in the middle. But either or doesn't matter. All right, hit new campaign. All right, so now it's time to go, guys. So, as you see, it gives us the option to set up our campaign objective. All right, so this truly depends on the goal, right? Now, whenever you set up conversion tracking, of course, you want to make sure that you're using one that is compatible with that, right? So it's a few of them that are, of course, the sales, of course, the leads, website traffic, right? Now, if once you get to the point where you are a master at Google Ads, then you would preferably want to choose to create a campaign without a goal guidance. That way you can tailor and customize your campaign of your liking. If you choose one of these objectives, they're going to tailor the campaign to that objective, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just want you to understand the difference between the ones with a goal and the one without. All right. So, since we set up a conversion tracking, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to choose the leads, right? Because we're tracking leads, right? All right, and then it takes us right here down to our conversion tracking code that we just set up. Now notice it says it is inactive or unverified, right? Because we just set it up. So it's not going to be fully verified yet. We got to give it time, but we can still use it. All right, we can still use it. All right, so we're going to hit continue. All right, so type of campaign, right? So if you notice inside of these boxes, above the title of the campaign, it shows you, gives you kind of an understanding of where can you expect your ad to show, right? So when it comes to a Google ad campaign, right, you are looking to get the traffic that is coming from the search engine, right? So when you are trying to get the traffic that is coming from the search engine, you want to make sure you always select search. All right. Everything else is not saying it doesn't work, but it works for depending on the type of business and the business model that you have. But in our case, we are trying to get people that are searching for credit repair. And if they're searching for repair, they're looking on the search engine of Google. All right. Select the ways you'll like to reach your goals. We're looking for lead form submissions. All right. So that's pretty much what we're looking for. But more likely, we're also looking for website visits. All right. And we're also looking for phone calls. Not necessarily in this particular case, but we are looking for phone calls. So I'm going to copy and paste the website here. All right, name the campaign. We're going to name it test. We're going to hit continue. What do you want to focus on? We're going to focus on conversions. As you see, you have different options, right? Now, for this case, conversions is the best. Depending on the type of campaign we are choosing, let's say we was choosing a website traffic campaign, then we would choose clicks. All right. Also, we could potentially choose impression share to where it'll, do our bidding based on impression share. All right. So, guys, if you remember when we was discussing the bidding, what is bidding? Is just as an auction. If you were buying a car or at an auction, and you know, basically the leads go to the highest bidder. But there's certain ways you can bid. All right, and we're doing it based on conversions. All right. So we're gonna hit next. All right. So now network. All right. So this is a very important part. So Google has two different networks. It has the search network and the display network. if you look, it pretty much shows you where you can expect your ad to show. All right. Now, both of them are good options to choose from. All right. The search network is a good option. The display is a good option. Now, when it comes to the Google search partners, right? The Google search partners, you want to deselect that, and I'm going to show you why. So when it says Google search partners, what that means is if you leave it checked, you're going to give Google the ability and the access to showcase your ad on other people's websites that have a AdSense account. All right. Now, necessarily, this isn't fully a bad thing. Okay. But when people are searching for something, they're going to go on Google. When they click away from Google, you're giving Google the option to sometimes follow that customer. Or let's say they search for something and they necessarily aren't looking directly on Google and they click on the website, but they click on the website that has an AdSense account. You're allowing Google to showcase your ad on that website, right? Now, would you get a lead or would you get traffic from that ad on that website? You most certainly will and can. But is it as effective as them actually searching on Google and them clicking and finding you on Google? No, it's not as strong and it's not as effective. All right. So just to get the most bang for your buck, we recommend to unselect that. All right. Display network. All right. So display network is definitely an option. As you see, it's an option. You know what I'm saying? You can choose it. There's nothing wrong with not choosing it. We just like to stay on the search network. All right. So we're gonna uncheck that. So locations. So of course, location truly depends on your business, right? It truly depends on the business. All right. So if you're a service-based business and you provide services in person, then this might be very important for you to select your city and the radius of your city, a certain radius, whether it's a 30 mile, 60 mile, etc. All right. If you are online business, but you're located in the United States and you only ship in the United States, then you want to make sure you choose United States only. But on top of that, you may be an online business, but your budget may not be strong enough to cater to the entire United States. Then you may want to lower the location radius that you're targeting so your budget can reach more people in that radius. So it's a lot of different ways to look at this thing. So for this particular business, this is a credit repair business. All right. So this is a business that services the United States. And this is a business that can service anybody in the United States. And we're just going to leave it as the United States. I'm pretty sure the budget could potentially be big enough. All right. But just so you see, you can choose a particular location. All right. You can do advanced search. All right. And you can choose, let's say if I wanted to choose just a city, say Atlanta, Georgia, I can target that, and then I can target it by radius. That way I can target people in the surrounding areas, right? So yeah, it's a lot of different ways to approach this targeting settings, right? There you go. But like I said, we're just gonna leave it as the United States and keep it moving. All right. And then also you have more location options. All right, you can choose either people that are present or interested in that location. So that means people regularly in, or people who have shown interest in that location, versus you targeting people that are only present or regularly in that area. right? So it truly depends. If you're a service-based business, this is a setting that'll be very important to you because even though it recommends the people that are also interested in that area, if they don't live in that area, that's not going to do you any justice. All right. So that's how that goes. All right. Language, of course, we kind of keep it open, you know, preferably English if that's your main language. You don't want to put all languages and, you start getting people that don't speak English, you're wasting your ad budget. Now, if you can speak Spanish or if you're running a business, if you have someone that is bilingual, then, that'd be cool that you can also put multiple languages. All right. So we're going to close all of this up. Audience segment. All right. So when it comes to audience segment, all right. So we are catering to people that need their credit fix. All right. So what we can do is we can search the keyword of the business credit and we can kind of see what pops up. Right. So we got credit and lending, personal loans, credit cards, anything that refers to credit, auto loans, people that want to buy cars, but their credit's not good, people that want to buy houses, but their credit's not good, people that want to purchase home loans, but credit not good. These are the type of people that we want to cater to. Student loans, you may have student loan debt, you want to get it off your credit. You want to refinance your mortgage, but your credit isn't good. It's a lot of different ways that we can really look at this, but those are probably some great ones to start with. All right, so audience segment is pretty much you choosing the type of audience that you want to cater to. All right, so we was able to select some good amount of categories, so we'll kind of go from there. All right, we'll hit the more settings option. All right, so this pretty much allows you to choose the time and day, your ad schedule. If you can either run your ad all day or you can have it running at specific times of the day. Now, this is very important and very non-important depending on your type of business, right? Now, of course, if you run a 9 to 5 business, then technically you may not want your ads running outside of your hours, but someone that needs credit repair, you know, they might just get an epiphany that they need to get their credit fixed 10 o'clock at night. They're looking for companies and you pop up. They notice you're not open now, but they know they're going to call you in the morning. So it's a catch 22. It's a lot of different ways to look at it. So with that said, sometimes we like to run our ads all day, all right, for those cases, because we don't want to miss out on that person that may be searching for us at night, but know and have common sense that they can't reach us to the next day. All right. So that was the campaign section. Now we are at the ad group section.